Make sure you check out our online store where we work with our graphic designer to create stunning garment and product designs that feature a wide variety of aircraft types such as British fighters, World War II aircraft, American bombers, Russian fighters and much more. You can pick your favourite designs and personalise any items within our Redbubble store that range from clothing right the way through to stationery. All of our designs feature our logo so you can show your support for the channel while getting a quality product. You can head to our website aircrewinterview.tv and click store, or go to redbubble.com/people/AC interview. Thank you and enjoy. So what kind of flying training would you be conducting before you got put onto your frontline squadron?
Yeah, you go through a 6-month training course on the F-18, which is called Operation Conversion. OPCON for short, and then there's 3 phases to that. The first phase is learning how to fly the aircraft. So pretty much being able to fly it daytime, nighttime, good weather, bad weather, in close formation and in tactical formation with a wingman. Because if you can't do that, there's no point going on to the other bits and pieces. That's when you get your instrument rating on the aircraft. I think it's your 3rd flight's your first solo. And then about your 6th flight is your instrument rating test. Right. And then you do another 5 flights of consolidation, including formation. And then, hey, you converted on the aircraft. You can now fly a Hornet. There's a joke that you're now a Hornet pilot, but you're not a fighter pilot. You then go on to the next phase, which is air-to-air phase. And air-to-air phase starts with the basics and builds up. And the basics of air-to-air is basic fighter maneuvers. B is the basic part. BFM, that's dogfighting. So learning how to do 1v1 dogfighting. So just going out there, the student in one aircraft with the instructor in his back seat and another instructor in the other aircraft, and learning how to do offensive fighter work, how to do defensive fighter work, how to do neutral BFM, then into what we call ACM, air combat maneuvering, which is 2v1, so 2 guys maneuvering against 1 bad guy, and how to coordinate that. And then you move into the intercepts, which is 1v1 intercepts, long range, out at 60 miles, running in, shooting long-range weapons at each other, converting into BFM, daytime, nighttime, IMC, and then into 2v2s. So you're now maneuvering with a wingman, and then you'll have a look at doing 4v4s and air-to-air gunnery. That's the end of air-to-air phase, and it's basically an exposure and be safe. That's all they're looking for in that time. Exposing you to the role and making sure that you're safe. You don't go blind all the time. You're not trying to run into your lead all the time. You're not shooting your lead instead of the bad guy, all that sort of stuff. You then move into the final phase, which is air-to-ground phase, which is employing air-to-ground weapons. So once again, starts with the basics, which is application bombing, going round and around the pattern, dropping practice bombs on a target, in all angles, 10 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, high drag, low drag weapons, radar offset weapons, and then pop-up attacks. So rather than just going around and around, running in at low level, pulling up, diving, attacking, threat defending off target areas, and then you look at how to use those skills as the culmination, which is close air support with a wingman, attacking things on the ground near army personnel on the ground. Interdiction, long-range strike, going in with a 2-ship or a 4-ship with guys trying to attack you, where you have to do the air-to-air work, run in, drop your bombs, turn around, come back, fight your way out, air-to-air, and then go home. And then finally, dropping live weapons. So practice bombs are live weapons in the fact they come off the aircraft, but they don't do a lot of damage. They just have white phosphorus, a little puff of smoke. We drop high explosives, HE, as the final couple of missions, because that's where the pressure is. You can kill someone now. And you've got to be able to make the decision to drop the bomb on the right spot and where the consequences of it being correct. And that's where you've got to have the confidence to do that. Otherwise, you're not going to be any good as a fighter pilot. So that's the graduation mission. That's a 6-month period. After that, you go to the squadron and realise you know nothing, and you spend the next number of years learning how to do it properly.